Hey guys, what's up? It's Galactic Girl back with another video. I'm really excited about today's topic. We're going to be talking about alchemy. It's going to be a series, and today we're filming the first part of my very first series. This is just kind of the introduction. Obviously, alchemy is a very complex and deep concept, so there's a lot to get into. Basically, today I'm just going to be doing like my own relationship with alchemy, kind of like a scientific viewpoint of alchemy, and then kind of more of like a religious look at alchemy. Obviously, there's so many different interpretations of this concept, but if you are wanting to enhance your manifestations, if you're wanting to dive deep into some inner work, or just kind of like this kind of thing, it's a lot of fun to play around with. So let's get into it. Today I did pick a channeled song. It's called Alchemy by ATLiens or ATLiens. I don't know how you pronounce it. I don't really care. I've seen them live. They're amazing, you guys. If you do listen to the song, I'm going to link it down in the description. And I highly recommend listening to this song through your headphones. One of the things I like about this song is it goes into, like, when you're wearing headphones and it goes in one ear and then it kind of transfers into the other. I like that they kind of do that, and it's like going through, and that's kind of a representation of what alchemy is. The transformation, the process of turning lead into gold. So I will go ahead and start there. My very first introduction to alchemy was when I was forced to read The Alchemist in school, my sophomore year of high school. Of course, I'm very don't want to read anything that I have to read, but I will say that that book did pique my interest and struck a chord with me. Basically, Santiago is on this quest. He is looking for some hidden treasure that he believes is near the mountains of the pyramid, or near the pyramid. So essentially, he goes on this big quest and discovers what alchemy is. And it really just is a transference of energy. So it really is just being able to transmute energy. Essentially, he goes and he seeks and he yearns for this, but um, once he finds it, he finds that he already has it within. And this is what I believe alchemy really is. It is that innate power that we all have to transmute emotions. So, we all go through challenges in life, and we all go through lots of different emotions in life. But alchemy is going within to change without. So, essentially, it is the process of um, transferring energy. So, like, if you are going through something really negative and it's overbearing, overwhelming, um, this may seem counterproductive, but sometimes you just need to lean into the pain, lean into the darkness, and through leaning into it, you will find treasure that is unimaginable. So, I'm going to be my second and third part of the series are light work and shadow work. And so we're going to get deeper into those topics in the next parts. But really, if you guys go into your shadow, you will find so much treasure there. So yeah, I personally have transmuted so much energy, and I have attracted so much energy through this alchemy. Um, so there's a few spiritual laws that kind of come into play with this alchemy, and Um, the very first one I'm going to talk about is by Albert Einstein, and it is the law of conservation of energy, which is the first law of thermodynamics, and it says that energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transferred. So, really, when we're thinking about the alchemical process, it's not some woo stuff. Like, it can be, and that's why I like it, is because it's everything. But really, the science of it is Albert Einstein. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. Um, so, when you think about that, if you're going through some denser energy, um, you can't just get rid of it. You can't just wish it away and it's gone forever. It's still there. It's still going to linger. So what you have to do is be able to transform it into something else. So, and most of these come through um, mindset shifts. Like, that's really what it is. You're basically just always looking on the bright side. At least for me, it's like you basically are just always finding the silver lining and looking at the bright side. So I'll give you guys an example of this in my own personal life. Um, so I had gone through a really just difficult breakup for me. Um, it was just very intense. I had experienced a love that was just so intense, and um, it just was gone so abruptly. And so, the aftermath of that was a little dark. I definitely had to do a lot of reflection and a lot of shadow work and a lot of meditation and contemplation. And although those times were challenging and it hurt so much, I will say, like, I've been through a lot of different negative human experiences, and heartbreak is still just, there's something about it, just that hurts different. And it really does feel your heart is like torn. It really does feel that way. So, anyways, I'm going through the dark parts of it, and the the struggle of it, and figuring out how to cope with it. And I had all this energy, like, and I'm like, what do I do with this energy? Like, it's so much just for, like, somebody like me. If you're very sensitive or your emotions are very intense, it's just like, where do I put this? And so I put it into my work because I'm a Virgo, and one of my negative traits can be overworking. And, I'm not going to complain because um, it helped me get through this time, and it led me to the people that I love so dearly, and it led me to my roommates, and it led me to beautiful, glorious experiences that are so positive. Like, the most beautiful, enriching experiences um, that I've had this past year. I wouldn't have had those if I did not go through that terrible heartbreak. And it, in the moment when I was going through that, I'm like, seriously, like, I was alone at the time, all by myself. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I have to go through this all alone. And, of course, I just keep it pushing because I know the only way out is through. And I, you know, I look back now and I'm just so grateful for that experience and that time, because through that heartache, I learned so, so much about myself, and I learned so much about transformation, and I learned so much about where am I getting my power from or my sources of energy from. And um just the amount of realizations and beauty that I learned and discovered within myself is just, it's insurmountable to the pain that I went through. And this is just an example of alchemy, just one example. So you basically are just turning your pain into power. And, you obviously want to make sure you're um, being good with your energetic boundaries and that you're not drawing energy from other people or things like that. But just really, once you learn how to master this, you can really get through anything. Like, you just can get through anything because within yourself, you found a space that knows how to deal with negative emotions, knows that it's always darkest before the dawn, knows that it always gets worse before it gets better. And um, I will say that this knowledge is worth more than any gold, worth more than any amount of number that you could have, because from this knowledge you can create so much wealth, beauty, abundance in your life. Like, it truly is everything. And I will say that this past year, for each age that I have, I like to pick one thing that I like to focus on. And for my last year, I focused on fulfillment. I really was searching, like Santiago in The Alchemist. I was searching for what is going to fill my cup more than just the physical or the I don't know how to explain, but what is going to fill my cup and what is going to fill my soul and what is going to give me that spark, mm, the source. Where can I be connected, the most connected to source and the most highly vibrational place that I want to be, Um, and I found it, you know. Um, I am a seeker and I found it and it's here. It's within and it's literally alchemy. I got to this place where it doesn't matter what is happening in my 3D reality. It doesn't matter who's around me, what's around me, because I have me and I have a space in myself that knows that I can get through any obstacle, that I can manifest anything that I want, that understands the true power of being a creator in this lifetime. And that's why I'm on here, and that's why I'm sharing this with you guys, because this knowledge is truly um, the highest form of currency that you could ever have. And once you build that haven within yourself that knows that you can get through anything, that it's just peace, it's just like, I got it. Like, I'm good. It doesn't matter if I have money in my bank account. It doesn't matter if I have people around me. It doesn't matter if I die, because I live the life that I love. And that is the only treasure that you should be seeking, because once you find it, everything on the outside um, will match that. And so, just if you are in a state of seeking right now, or longing or yearning, just look back in, just spend some time in meditation. You really will feel complete when you stop looking externally and you go internally, and then from there you bring the external to match the internal. And again, that's, I would say, alchemy. That's really if you break it down to simpler terms, it's just going it's going in, and then from there you make a transformation, and then the external will reflect that transformation that you make. Um so yeah, that's kind of like the science, I guess. the scientific law that it's not just I'm not just blabbering, it's literally science. So I constantly remind myself that energy cannot be created or destroyed. So whenever you're going through something negative or something difficult or challenging, just think this energy can't just go away. It's not going anywhere. It's gonna linger within your spiritual body until you transmute it into something else. So I think that this is just good to know, and it's fun to play around with how can I transmute this energy, and what else can I turn it into. And then the last kind of thing I wanted to talk about is um, in the Bible where Jesus turns water into wine. And again, another metaphor for alchemy. And, guys, I actually just had this interaction yesterday, which was kind of reminds me of this. But I'm at work and these guys come in. They're very kind, just giving them service. Um, we're chatting, and he said he was in Australia, and he got so close to Jesus there and stuff. And he's like, "Oh, do you have a relationship with Jesus?" I'm like, "Not that it's any of your business, but yes, I have a relationship with my own creator." And that, and then he's like, "Which one?" I'm like, "Not one specific creator. It's the source, which all of the gods and deities that you worship and categorize and cause separation with, like, I don't believe in those. It's just source, and all of those are just a metaphor for source. You guys are all praying to the same thing. If you just would be aware enough to realize that all religions do is cause separation from people and actually cause harm and war. Yes, very heavy topic, but anyways, I'm getting into other things. But I told him that I think that we are all Jesus and that the Bible is just a metaphor for how we are supposed to be living and the powers that we already have within us. And he's like, "Oh, have you read the Bible?" I'm like, "Are you even listening to what I'm saying?" But anyways, it was just silly trying to be some guy trying to convert me at my job. But that is my belief, is that we are all Jesus and we have the capability to be miracle workers, and um that we all are as powerful as Jesus did, that we can all perform miracles, that we all can influence people in a positive way. um and so I think that we all have the power to turn water into wine and turn nothing into something. I mean, we're all creators. We all manifest our reality on a day to day. And I mean, we've all experienced miracles, whether we want to classify it as that or not. But you see people on social media, you know that they turn nothing into something, that they're able to create nothing from something. And that's really what it is turning nothing into something, or turning darkness into light, or turning rage into motivation. And when I go to the gym, that's what alchemy is. I'm you know I have anger inside, I have turmoil inside. I go to the gym, and it's like I get all that energy out, all that stuck energy in my body. I get it out, and then it's transmuted into better health, feeling better, looking better, you know. That's just, the gym is literally alchemy. That's what it is. Um and that, it's obviously discipline is very important in these. when you're trying to alchemize things, it's super important. But we really do all have the power to turn something bad into something good and turn water into wine and to create abundance from nothing and look for abundance in the desert. And it's just, you have so much power within you, and really, it seems hard, but all it takes is a mindset shift, and you can do anything. Um, you guys are amazing, and I hope that this knowledge has helped you in any shape, way, or form. I'm really excited about these series, and I'm really excited to get deeper into these topics. That's all I have for today. I hope you guys have an amazing week.